Hey YouTube, so I have here a phone that I've come across that I have rated to be the worst phone ever. This phone is called the LG Leon LTE. Like, for the time that this was out 2 years ago, LTE was already a thing. So why do they need to call it LTE? They could have just called it the LG Leon. They didn't even include in the name LTE. Like, I looked up the phone. I looked up LG Leon with 3G, and they said there was no phone before this one. So I mean, if there was no phone before this one, and LG has been making phones that are actually a good quality, this came out right before the LG G4, then why can't this one be good quality? I mean, I have owned the LG G Stylo, had 16 gigabytes of space. This thing claims to have 8 gigabytes of space, but if you go to general, it's slow and there's nothing running. I don't have anything on here. If you go to general, what the heck? This thing is so slow. And I only have one app on here that I needed to start off on this phone to get it to work. It has 8 gigabytes of space, and it has 2.82 gigabytes available. And the only thing I have on here is one email account, and I don't have any space in the phone. And the only good thing about this phone is that you can actually have, if you're using this for just calling and texting, and you still want a smartphone, then you can use this with, I would hope, a 2-day battery life. Otherwise, this thing is crap. Has an 1820 milliamp hour battery. 2 years ago, that wasn't even good. I have a phone from that time, or I had a phone from that time that had a bigger battery than that one. Had like a 2200 mAh battery. That's bigger, lasts a little longer. They could have included it in this freaking phone. And the camera is bad, and then also, like, the screen size is 4.7 inches. It's pretty decent for a prepaid phone, but the space on the thing could be a little better, especially the way it's managed, where you can just you can't load every app on the SD card on this thing, which is really bad. So the camera on this thing is really bad, though. I don't even know. So I have here a Nano 2 regular SIM card. As you can see, it says SOMD Nano SIM adapter. This thing can actually, this camera here can focus on it, and you can see it in full detail. But this thing can't even focus on it. So I'm just going to attempt to take a picture of it. But before I do, settings. They're the only settings there. It's a 5 megapixel. So freaking ridiculous. Like, here it is like this. It's, damn it, I shook in this last one. Let's take that again. Okay, so here it is. Oh my gosh, I clicked that. Here it is. Didn't even focus correctly. Neither did the second one, and this was just up close. Like, that doesn't focus, but the phone I have now focuses perfectly. I mean, this thing right here, maybe a little, damn it, maybe a little broken, but I mean, it still focuses. I go here to the camera, I go up close, compare this to this. I'll go back one more time and take another picture. And I didn't even shake in that picture. It doesn't have a good camera. The other problem is, let's say this back falls off the phone, you lose it. You're out of all buttons. The buttons aren't even built into the phone. On every other phone I've owned from LG, the buttons were built into the phone. I mean, this is... Take this off. Something could easily happen to the buttons here. Frickin' Lord. Like, I could put it in backwards, the buttons could go bad. And the performance on this thing, like, it doesn't perform well at all. My mom used this type of phone because I recommended it to her originally. And she even claimed she's not anything technologically savvy, anything, she's not. And she was using this phone, she claimed, the phone's slow, what do I do? The phone's running out of space. And she had a 32 gig SD card in here. It's the worst phone ever. And I recommend, if you need a phone for temporary use, find something different. Do not get this. The only thing this would be good for is probably throwing it on the floor and smashing it. So that's just my really just 2 cents on the matter. So please rate, comment, subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button.